All right, it's time to get this party started. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Hope you guys are feeling well today. Hope everyone had a wonderful day today. We had a great training today by our vice chairman, Mr. Jingao. So, Mr. Jingao is going to train today on winning mindset, and that's important. Not just in this business, but just in life, right? You have to have a mid-winning mindset because if you don't, then you won't meet your goals. And if you don't meet your goals, then you're going to be set back all the time. So your mindset is super, super important. And especially in this business with Bitcoin that's so volatile, if your mindset isn't right, it could drive you crazy. Okay, so it's going to be a great training today from Mr. Jingao. But before we get to that, we got some housekeeping things to do, right? So let's get into that real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, good, good, good. All right. So first things first, guys. We're still having some issues with the cookie situation, right? I think I dealt with like maybe 3 or 4 orders today that came in, and they couldn't be processed because the computer cookie situation. So as you know, here's what happened. If 2 or more people uses the same computer, right? Let's say, for example, I'm using my computer, I'm going to sign up Mr. Jingao, and I use my computer to do it. If I don't use incognito mode or private mode, or if I don't clear my computer cookies, what happens is the computer cookie captures the information of both people, right? And then when it comes into us, the data is corrupted. So for example, the order may come in and it's in Mr. Jingao's name, but it's in my portal, my profile, right? We can process those orders. So that's why it's important if you're using the same computer for multiple people, you're signing people up, you have to make sure that you clear computer cookies or use incognito mode or private mode. That way when the order comes in, it's nice and clean. It's the same thing with the additional hash power, because as you know, you can still do that, and pay with your credit card or check or so forth, even though it's best to do it in the Kabul and to set it and forget it automatically. But some people still do it with their credit card and so forth. That's totally fine, no problem with that. But it's the same thing. If you're using multiple people on the same computer and you made those orders, you have to make sure that you first clear your computer cookies or use incognito mode or private mode. Okay, super, super important. That way, when your order comes in, it gets processed. You can start mining right away as soon as possible, as opposed to us emailing you, void the order, and all kind of stuff. Okay, that's number one. All right. Number two is this. So when you sign someone up, right, it's a two-step process. You go in, you go to the page that you sign up, you put in your information, your name, your address, your email address, your phone number, all that stuff. But then you have to go back in and pay for the package that you order. So a lot of times when someone make an order, and because they get a receipt that they made the order, that didn't complete the process. If you didn't put your credit card information in, or if you're paying with cryptocurrency, if you didn't complete the process that you're going to pay with crypto, then the order is not complete. So a lot of times orders come in, we get the order, but there's no payment. And so a few days later, we get emails saying, hey, I made an order. Why am I not mining? Well, did you complete the payment process? Well, no. Well, that's why you're not mining. So make sure that when you make an order, or if you have a team member that you're ordering for, or if you send a link to someone and they're going to make their own order, you have to instruct them that it's a two-step process when they're making the order. You go in, you do the profile thing, put in information, but they got to go back in and make the payment. Also, it's important. So when you're making a payment, right? If, say, for example, someone is making an order, but another person is going to pay for that order with their own credit card. Example, let's say I'm going to make an order, but Mr. Jingao is going to use his credit card to pay for my package. It's very, very important to make sure that when you put in the credit card information, right here where it says contact detail, I hope you guys can see my mouse. The person who's going to actually own the mining package, please put their name here. So that way, when the order comes in and the payment comes in, we can match it up and we know that that order goes with that payment. If you don't do that, so for example, let's say that I put my name here, right? Mr. Jingao, I made an order. Mr. Jingao's put his credit card in, but he put his information here. When the boat comes in, the order is in my name, but the payment is in his name. But we don't know that, right? When we get the order, we don't know who's paying for who. We cannot assume. So we cannot process those orders. We have to email both people, say, hey, you made a payment, but we don't see an order for you, and vice versa. And that takes days sometimes because most people don't really check their emails as regularly as other people. So sometimes for days, the order sits there and it doesn't get processed because we can't process it, right? So super, super important. If you're paying for a team member, right, make sure that if you're doing credit card, when you get to this section right here, please make sure that you put the person who's going to own the package, their name goes here. So when the order comes in, we can match it up, and that way the order gets processed as soon as possible and the person can start mining as soon as possible. Okay. All right. The next thing is this. When you are making the current order for your additional hash power, right? The auto rebuy situation. If you're using a credit card, when you do the first order and we invoice you for that first order, please make sure that when you make the payment, you check this little box right here. See that little box right there? You check that box. That way, when the order comes in and the payment comes in and we process it, we can actually store your credit card information on file. So the next time your order comes up, we can just process it automatically, right? And then you get your additional hash power added on to your hash power you already have, and you can mine more Bitcoin. So if you don't do that, when every single time when it comes up, then we have to invoice you to make the payment for that additional hash power order. And again, that could take days sometimes, right? So if you want it as soon as possible, once you make the first order, when you get the invoice for that order, just check this box right here, right? When you put the information in, check this box, and that way the credit card gets stored on file. And so for future recurring orders, when it comes up, we just charge it to your credit card right away, and you get your additional hash power added onto your package, okay? All right, I think that may be all the admin housekeeping situation. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, so this is also important, guys. I'm just going to bring up all these payment situations so we're all on the same page. Okay, we get these questions all the time. When do we get paid? I made my request for my commission. I didn't get it right. Okay, all that stuff. So first things first, the commission is paid out every Tuesday night. Doesn't matter when you made the request. It will not get processed until Tuesday night. So for example, if you make your request on a Wednesday, don't expect it that same day or Thursday or Friday. It will not get processed until that Tuesday night, okay? And you have to make it up until Monday afternoon to make the request. Meaning, if you put in a request for your commission on a Tuesday, it is not going to get processed until the following Tuesday. Okay, keep that in mind. So you have up until from Tuesday to Monday to make the request, and then it gets processed that Tuesday night, and it shows up in your Kaboo on Wednesday morning. All right, that's important because it used to be where you can make a request for your commission, and we would send it to your Bitcoin wallet address that you have on file, but that's not the case any longer. When you make a commission request from the commission that you have in your commission e-wallet, when it gets processed Tuesday night, it's going to go straight to your Kaboo wallet. And then from there, you can either leave it there or you can take it out and put it in your third-party wallet, totally up to you. But just remember that when you make the request, it's going to go straight to your Kaboo wallet, and it gets processed on Tuesday, all right? So please, don't make a request on Thursday and expect it that same day or the Friday. No, it will not get processed until the following Tuesday night and shows up in your Kaboo wallet on Wednesday morning, okay, or afternoon. Okay, binary commissions. The binary commission get paid out once a week, and it goes in your commission e-wallet. Okay, so the binary commission gets calculated by the system. As you guys know, you get paid based on the mining package that you have and the production of your lesser leg in the binary system. Okay, so that gets calculated and goes into your commission e-wallet on Tuesday. So that binary commission, you know, if you want it, it goes into your commission wallet on a Tuesday. You can request it that Tuesday when it goes in, but you will not get it paid out to you until the following Tuesday. Okay, keep that in mind. All right. Now, instant referral bonus that goes into your commission e-wallet the very next day once the person starts to mine. So for example, if you refer someone, okay, and the person goes through the process, they made a payment and so forth, okay, why is this thing moving? Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so once the person package is released and they start to mine, then the your commission for that binary, for your instant referral bonus goes into your commission e-wallet the next day. Okay, it's the next day from when the person starts to mine. And the last thing on the screen is the Infinity Team Builders bonus. Okay, that goes into your e-wallet the first Tuesday following the 15th of the month. All right, keep that in mind. Following the 15th of the month, the following Tuesday, that's when your Infinity Team Builders bonus will show up in your e-wallet in the back office, and then you can request it and it gets paid out the next Tuesday. Okay, so I hope you guys understand that. As you guys know, if you have any more questions regarding to that, reach out to me. I will certainly help you to understand the commission and all the payout in a better level. Okay. All right, so the next thing up, we have some awesome information, right? But a few people got promoted in the past week or so, and I love when people get promoted. I know you guys love it too, right? Whether they're on your team or not, it's just good to see people achieving their goals and getting promoted. So they're moving up the ranks, right? And they're becoming true leaders within the organization. So one person that I'm so proud of, I haven't met her in person yet, but she lives in the state I used to live in a few years ago in Texas. I used to live in Houston. I think she lived in Austin. Not sure about that. But anyway, this young lady, when she first came on board, and I saw her in the chat, posting and asking questions. And then I saw her, we became friends on Facebook. And I see the thing that she posts on Facebook, let me know that this is someone that is super intelligent, very smart, and she understands Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain. If you're friends with her on Facebook, you will see the things that she posts on Facebook that lets you know that she is ahead of the game. And I'm so proud of her to see that she has now made her promotion to a regional leader. And so, Audrey, if you want right now, I'm going to have you say a few words, talk to us about, what are some of the things that you did to get to your promotion. Yeah, I know it's not easy. I know a lot of us wants to get to regional leader. Some of us get there really fast, but some of us have to really work at it. So I want you to share with us, what are some of the things that you did to actually get your promotion and you are now a regional leader. So Audrey, do me a favor and raise your hand so I can unmute you. There you are. All right, go ahead and unmute yourself, Audrey. Nice. Okay, so Audrey, can you just share with us a few minutes, tell us what it's been like being in the company so far for you, and also what are some of the steps that you took to get to this point to right now where you are a regional leader and actually leading a fantastic team in the wonderful state of Texas. The floor is yours, Audrey. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Gershom. You can hear me like loud and clear, right?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. It's an honor to have this recognition. It's awesome to share this slide right here with Greg and Bonnie Youngers. And also the topic of today, winning mindset. I think that's just great. But yes, my name is Adri Diaz. I live in Texas. I used to live in Austin at one point, but I live in South Texas, Mission, Texas. It's as south as you can get. I live right by the Mexico border. If you know where South Padre Island is, kind of in that area, McAllen, Mission. And how I got started with VBit. So let me take you a couple of years ago. In 2017, I heard about Bitcoin and I tried researching it on my own and was completely overwhelmed with everything on social media or YouTube. And I just kind of gave up on that, search of information. And then I heard about it again in 2019. And then I heard about it again in 2020 from Greg. And I believe in numbers and the power of numbers. And 3 is such an important number to me, and third time's a charm, right? So I listened and I said, this is something I need to pay attention to. And I did. And I came in to VBit on January 28th, really worried about putting, the money down for a platinum package. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that what I was putting down for a platinum package and the return I was going to see through mining was more than what I would have received putting that same amount of money in the bank. So I knew that was important. I knew Greg and Bonnie from prior times, and I knew they wouldn't stray me, it lead me in a bad, path. So I trusted that. I trusted, just the timing of everything. And, it's true what they say. If you want to run with leaders, you will have to be around them and take advice from them and be open to what they say and actually act on that. I mean, it's one thing of just listening, but then acting on that is a completely different thing. It really propels you forward. And so being on Greg and Bonnie's team has been a representation of that for me. Yes, I have created things for myself to be successful. I reached out to Ben. Ben's also the leader of on the team. The whole thing wouldn't have happened without Ben, but I created a chart of my numbers. Where did I need to meet? What did I need to do? I have this chart that I filled out, made one for my parents. I made one for other people on my team that I keep record of to know what are their numbers that they need to get. And I studied the slides. I, didn't know anything about what a binary structure was. And I remember the first couple of meetings in February, I would just take notes of what you were presenting, Gershom, on Mondays and Thursdays, because I really wanted to understand the compensation plan. I knew that Bitcoin itself was going to be a big thing and it will do what it needs to do, but I wanted to learn about the company and where the extra incentive to grow a business was. And so when I figured that out after taking, all of February to really understand it, I created a social media page. It's a private page on Facebook called Anyone Can Build a Digital Business. And I got to put a lot of my energy into that, creating my content as far as training and my understanding of Bitcoin and sharing it with others. And so whenever anyone asked, what is Bitcoin? I would always invite them into that page. And they got to see my videos and we got to talk about it. People would message me privately and that's how it happened. And I really found out that friends and family around me knew what Bitcoin was, but wasn't too sure about getting into it. So, we would talk and they would become more educated and more confident and they would see me doing things and they would join the business. Now they also have the ability to grow it or just, be a consumer of the Bitcoin machine, the mining packages, and that's their choice. But that's pretty much how I got to where I needed to get to. It was a lot of communication with Greg and Ben and then my team to say, what are you interested in doing? Do you want to grow a team or where do you want this to take you? Just having conversation, and knowledge is power. The more people know about Bitcoin as well as what VBit can do for them with them putting action behind it, that's very, very powerful, especially this time where, in 7 months, I went from nothing, right, in this company as just with a platinum package to regional leader. Yes, it took me a little bit longer to get there, but I mean, I have a full-time job and I also have many businesses that I have myself, and I was in a life coaching certification where I just became certified for that. So any pocket of time, I would put VBit in there. I would make videos. I would make a 10-minute video and just post it on my page. And so I was always working on it in tandem with everything else that I did. So it is possible to do this business very part-time and still, get ahead and promote and see your team promote too. I think that's the best part that I've learned being in VBit and other organizations, where you don't win or move forward until your team does as well. So I'm super excited. We started with nothing here in South Texas, meaning no VBit members. And if you look at the geographical map, or like the zip codes that come up, it's just exploded down here, which is super exciting. To be one of the first people in Texas to be promoted to regional leader, as well as bring this company down to South Texas. So super excited, glad I'm a VBit miner, and I will leave you with my slogan of that I like to use is, with VBit, all roads will lead to more Bitcoin, regardless, whatever you do with it. If you want to grow the business, it'll provide more Bitcoin for you. If you just want to mine, it's providing more Bitcoin for you. So that is a true statement.
That is awesome, Audrey. Love it, love it, love it. You know, as I was saying when I was introducing you, you know, from the first time you came into the organization, and, you know, a lot of times, you know, us here in the back end, we observed, you know, the chat rooms and stuff like that, and just see the things that you were posting, very, always inspirational. And then when you and I became Facebook friends, and I see the things that you post and how you present yourself and the company and your business on Facebook, I'm very, very impressed. And then you have two awesome people as your leaders, guys that I respect so much. I mean, I have so much respect for Ben and tremendous respect for Greg. So you're in good hands, man. And it just shows that you have great leaders around you. You know, Ben and Greg, those are super, super guys. I mean, the amount of respect I have for both of them, the words cannot describe. So I see showing on you, and I'm just glad to see that you're meeting your goals in the company. And I know that before long, you're going to be a national leader, and then on the way to global leader, and then a vice chairperson. So I see it. I can tell you. I'm telling you, I see it. So
we're working on it for sure.
Yes, yes, awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much. Really appreciate you, and thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us. Hopefully, you know, those of us who are listening can pick something out of it and hopefully use it. You know, some of the things that you do, like, you know, mapping out your team and, you know, what you need to do, because that's how you're going to grow in this business. You know, you have to really get into it. You know, a lot of people are on the periphery, and then they want on the, you know, wonder why they're not really growing. But when you really think about what you're doing and focus on it, the mindset, like I was saying, like Mr. Jim Guy was going to teach about, the mindset have to be in it. So congratulations once again. Appreciate you so much, and thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to have Greg, if you are on, I'm going to have you say a few words also. Greg, are you here? If you're here, raise your hand, Greg, so I can see you. I want to unmute you if you're here. Let me see. Okay, there you are. Let me just put down Audrey's hand real quick. Give me 1 second, Greg. Stay where you are. Okay. Alrighty. All right, Greg, go ahead and unmute yourself, sir. Greg, I have you unmuted my end. Go ahead and unmute yourself on your end.
It asked me to unmute.
Greg, can you hear me? I unmute you over here, but you have to unmute yourself over here where you are too. Okay, there you are. All right. So, guys, I was just saying to Audrey how much respect I have for Greg. And, you know, it's interesting. When I first met Greg, and when he first came to the office, and we have a few things in common, right? Yeah, he's an Army, you know, veteran. I'm an Army veteran. So is our Vice Chair, Mr. Jin Gao. But when you talk to Greg, then you know that you're talking to someone that's on a whole nother level. And if you want to have a conversation with someone like Greg, you have to level up. There's just no two ways about it. You have to level up because his conversation is up here, and you have to be able to level yourself up to have a good conversation with him. and the things that he brings to the table, the things that he talk about, it's beyond this world. So if you guys ever meet Greg, you'll understand what I'm talking about. He served in Vietnam. Some of the things that he talk about in Vietnam, it's just out of this world, man. Love talking to him. I have so much respect for him, and he's going to be great for the company. He's a great leader, as Audrey was talking about. Have tremendous experience in business. It's just hard to put into words the things that Greg brings to the table and the amount of respect that we all have for him. He brings us gravitas, as I like to say. So, Greg, if you don't mind, sir, please share a few words with us, and look at us like your troops. Gather us together, and let us know what it's all about, man. To put in the work for you and your lovely wife Bonnie, and doing the things that you guys are doing to get to the level of a national leader. By the way, congrats on your promotion. Love to see that, man. So the floor is all yours, so please go ahead. Greg, you are unmuted, so we can't hear you though. I'm not sure if you're talking or not. Now okay. You're showing that you're not muted on my end, but we're not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yep. There you are. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
That just means I'm old. I'm not obsolete. I'm still alive.
Okay.
There you go. So thank you, Gershom. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank everybody on Telegram for all the congratulations. I'm not usually too active on Telegram, but I do thank everybody. I want to thank the team, because there's no I in team. Everybody is part of it, including Adri. She's like a little sister to me. I love her. The mindset thing tonight, I guess it's appropriate for tonight, because everybody needs to change their mindset about what they have to find what they want. And after you find out what you want, then you can find your why you want it, and then the rest should be history. And like a lot of people in VBit, I'm also first-generation American, an immigrant, if you will. So even though I hide my accent, I speak 2 other languages. And that's how I met Fred and Lori Bronco. I spoke German to them, and that's where they were, and that was kind of like a fun thing at that point. But as a young man, why I bring that up is, when you have nothing and you're an immigrant, you try to work to get ahead. But I changed my mindset after a while, because trying to become a man of success was only half of the equation. And I had to find out in my life how to be a man of value for people. And that's really what matters. What value do you bring? I go around trying to help as many people as I can. So the inspiration about this thing with VBit is, and some advice is, try to make as many regional directors or leaders as you can, because if you have a machine producing regional leaders, you're going to produce national leaders in time. And that's what we try to do. Never allow waiting to become a habit. Okay, you have to live your dreams now. You can or you can't. Well, I'm going to try it. Saying I can't doesn't work. Change your can'ts to cans. Drop the T. The T stands for trouble. And that's all that'll get you, is waiting. Okay? Do what makes you happy and follow where your heart's leading you, not where your head is telling you to go. Find out the truth. It's a hard truth, but something I need to remind myself every day is that I have everything I deserve in life. And everything I don't have in life, I also deserve that. Because either I've worked to achieve it, or I haven't. So I have both results in my life. It's just which one do you want more? The choices make you in your life. So you talked about people, Gershom. You know, if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you at that point. Move with your life. It's for living. We're meant to be stagnant at that point. So for me, you know, it was all about choices in life, never waiting. And by the way, here's something that everybody should know. There's no such thing as a lost opportunity. Somebody finds it, okay? People are lost. The opportunity isn't at any one time. So, you know, don't try to figure out, you know, what it's about. Learn it and earn as you learn. Of course, my wife's always there with me too. You see the picture. You know, I wanted her to be my angel in life, so I had to build her a heaven. It took me a little while. But, you know, at that point, you know, it's like there's no such thing as finding the right woman. I tried to be the right man, and the law of attraction set in. That's law number 7 of the universe. You'll attract what you're ready for. So the opportunity was ready for me. I was ready for the opportunity. I put myself in a position to be with the right people, with yourself and Jen and Ben and Adri and lots of other people that I consider more family than I do friends. You know, it's always with me. What can I do for you today? How can I help you? You know, it's part of my job. Be happy to. If you keep all these positive influences in your mind, you don't let any of the negative influences in. Light will always outweigh darkness, Gershom. It just bleeds it right away. So do the right thing, even though nobody's looking. That's what integrity is, because you're going to do the right thing anyway. Nobody needs to see what you're doing. You just show them what you do and let your actions speak for you. Words are powerful, but your actions stand for you. Nothing needs to be said after it's done. You know, I just have fun doing this, and I don't do it all the time. I run in spurts. I put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up. But it's how I fit it into my life, and we're all different. So I just encourage everybody to do this at your own pace, but never put it down. Never become dormant. Be a person of action. Take a little risk and tell somebody, hey, have you heard about Bitcoin? Do you know what Bitcoin is? How would you like to make something more out of your life? How would you like your money to make more money? And that's all I do. I have 3 other businesses that I run full-time, 1 part-time, and then I have this one. And I have 24 horses. They take up most of my life. So it is what it is, but they're a passion of mine too. I try calling my team. I talk to Adri quite a bit. Again, she's become family with me. I couldn't do it without her. And the last thing I'll remind everybody is there's no I in team. This is a corporate effort from everybody in your life. And you'll meet friends you don't know. You know, you think they're strangers, but they're just friends you haven't met yet. So loving life, doing the right thing is how we get to where we're at today. So, and I miss you too.
That is awesome. That's great. I'm hearing a little feedback, Greg, so you can mute yourself real quick. Okay, nice. First of all, thank you, Greg, for that few words of inspiration. And guys, that's just the tip of the iceberg of the kind of conversation that you will have with this man when you meet him. Okay, I can sit and talk to Greg for hours, and every time I meet him, even if it's only for 5 minutes, I walk away a lot smarter than when we first started talking. You know, when I first met him, you know, the saying that if you can't change the people around you, then change the people around you. And he was the first person I heard that put it that way, because oftentimes we get caught up in trying to change people. You know, we're trying to wonder why can't they see it, or you know, why are they doing this, and you know, look, you cannot change people. So if you're in a situation where people just not leveling up to where you are, then get into a different environment, change your environment. And so the first night I met him, we were talking, and that came out is, hey, if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. And I never forget that. But once again, thank you so much, Greg, for those words of inspiration. You're a true leader, and it shows in your actions, in your word, and just in your energy, right? It just shows that people meet you, they know who you are. And I love that about you. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. Both, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. Thank you, Adria. I appreciate you. Both of you are awesome people, beautiful people. And you guys are going to have a lot to add to what VBit is doing. You guys are going to help VBit to go to where it's going. Okay, you guys are going to be a very, very important part of that. So we're glad that you guys are on board with everything. And I really, really appreciate all of you. Okay, so let's go into tonight's training with our vice chair, Mr. Jin Gao. Everyone knows and loves Mr. Jin Gao. Mr. Jin Gao and I have met. We know each other for a few years now. I'm a real estate agent. He's a real estate broker, and that's kind of how we met. We met in another business, but when I became a real estate agent, I went and started working for his brokerage. And beyond him being my broker, we became really, really good friends, and I consider him right now today as one of my best friends. Very kind gentleman. He wants the best for people, and that's what I like about people. If you're someone that wants the best for everyone around you, then you're the kind of person I want to be around and associate myself with. And anyone that knows Mr. Jin Gao knows that's how he thinks. He wants the best for everyone. Okay, and when him and Mr. Jason Wong and Don, they came up, decided to put this company together, I knew that it was going to go great places because I know what kind of people they are, right? I've known them all for many, many years before they started this company. So, I know with people like that at the head, I know great things is gonna happen. So, Mr. Jin Gao, I love you like a brother, my friend. I have much respect for you, and I just love the way you treat people. Like I say, you always want the best for people. You inspire me so much. I consider you a mentor and a friend, and I love being around you. So I can't say enough about you, my friend. So without further ado, Mr. Jin Gao is going to train us on mindset, the winning mindset. That is so important. We have to have the winning mindset. And there's no one that can teach us better about what that's all about than our vice chair, Mr. Jin Gao. So, Mr. Gao, I'm going to make you the host. So give me 1 second, okay?
All right.
All right. Hold up for one. Uno momento.
Thank you, Gershom. Yeah, just go ahead and make me the host, and I'll share my screen. Thank you, Gershom. And you've been doing such a great job. And of course, VBit would not be here without you. And that's not only coming from me, coming from all the members. And all the members know how hard you've been working on and what you put into this company. So thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Mr. Jin Gao. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Let me show my camera and let me
turn off my camera. All right.
All right. Let me share my screen and share. All right. And Adri and Greg, congratulations. All right. And I actually, tonight's topic, we're talking about winning mentality and the winning mindset. And we already hear it. All right? This is what tonight's about. It's about sharing other people's mindset. All these people that are talking or speaking tonight, all the winners. All right. Adri, I've seen her training, and I learned a lot from training. And Greg, I've been with Greg for a while. His training is great, and I look at him as my mentor as well. Right? There's so many things, like Gershom was saying, when you talk to him, you have to listen carefully. A lot of things, it's very deep, and it makes a lot of sense. And I look up to him as my mentor as well. And that's what tonight's about. We're sharing information, sharing that winning mentality, and what does it mean. And of course, tonight we have, why we're talking about that is because, of course, we have the results of the winners, right? And last week, what did we have last week? What happened last week? It is the start of the football season. All right, so in honor of the start of the football season, I have one of my favorite quotes, right? Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. All right, that's, of course, by Vince Lombardi, right? One of the most winningest NFL coach. All right, so what is that winning mentality, right? So we're going to talk about that tonight, and we're going to have all these winners share with us what their mentality, how their winning mentality helped them, and how they get to be the winners. Of course, I'm talking about the winners of our Calgary data center tour. All right, it is a tough competition. Obviously, we only having 10 people that go in there. We bring only 10 people. All right, we have thousands of people in our company. We only bring in the top 10. Right? And what's going to be is it's going to be a 2-night tour in our data center tour in Calgary. Not only just that tour, you get to put the miners together. You get to really physically touch it and see what it is. We also be in a promotional video. We're going to shoot some videos, so you'll look good, and we're going to have a great time, because also a lot of great fine dining up there in Calgary. All right, so we're going to pay for your airfare, your hotel, of course, all your fine dining as well. All right, so it's going to be somewhere in October and November. We don't have the exact date yet until we know that the border is going to be open for us. I think we'll know if the border is going to be open to us by the end of this month, the Canadian border, that is. Unfortunately, because of this COVID-19, a lot of countries actually close their borders to the US. So hopefully that will be opened up. And also, we had 3 batches of miners. All right, guys, we ordered millions of dollars of miners that are coming in. There are actually 3 batches will be coming in 3 different times. All right, so hopefully we'll catch one of them during the time that we go up there. That is the goal. Okay, guys. Of course, the contest is from July 15th to today, to September 15th. All right. So let's take a look at this last week's. This is what we have last week. All right. Last week, these are the runner-ups. All right. So all these people, Odette, Josh, Bonnie, Jean, and Perlina Howard. All right. These are the top 5 producers from last week. The top recruiters is Zay, Hugh, No Secrets Literacy, and Wiki. All right. Those were last week. And then we got the regionals at Clifford, Josh, Hugh, Lucida, and Odette as the regional. And our top regional from last week is Fred, Mercy, and Stanley. All right. So are you guys ready to see who the winner is? Okay. So here are the winners. These are the 10 winners of the contest. Right. Now, these are unofficial results because there are still numbers coming in as we speak, okay? Because the 15 is still not over yet. Right? So even the people that finished, got their DocuSign in and paid their payment is clear, the numbers are still being released and being clear right now, right? Also, we need a few more days afterward, also because, you know why? Because don't forget, there is a 3-day 3-day return policy, okay? So which means if someone decides, they make a purchase and decide to return, they do it at 3 days and they get full refund. So that's why we have to wait at least 3 days, right, to make sure, because if you do it and then you got a refund, of course, your numbers get deducted, all right? So here are the winners, and congratulations to them, right, to these top 10 winners, all right? Just let me go over it really quick. We have the top 10 personal producers, and Odette as being number 1 at 71,000, and Lori at 66,000. Bonnie and Greg, of course, at 59,000. We got Philip at 57,000, and Josh. All right, you are the final one that made it. So these are the top 5 personal producers. All right. And I want Odette actually to share a little bit with us. Tonight we're talking about really the mentality. So Odette, let me see if I can get you. Odette, can you raise your hand, please, so I can see? So I can unmute you. All right. Okay, Odette. All right, I see your hand raised. All right, and Odette, if you can unmute yourself. Odette, okay. All right, I see you. Unmute yourself. All right, Odette. Tonight we're talking about the winning mindset. All right. So share with us your mindset and how you win. And congratulations. This is a hard contest. You are a top personal producer at 71,000 in the last 2 months. 71,000 personally. Those are great numbers, Odette. So congratulations. And can you share with us your mindset and how you win and how do you be number one?
Well, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Odette.
Okay, well, let me tell you something about myself first. My name is Odette. My real name is Lourdes Odette Roque. I'm actually originally from the Philippines, but I've been living in Arizona since 1989. I have been an ER nurse for about 26 years, and I'm an owner or manager of a couple of assisted living homes since 2011, and a private nurse for my husband, who unfortunately has multiple medical conditions. But I should say, who is very fortunate to have me. Actually, I donated one of my kidneys to him 4 years ago.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he had a stroke recently, so I've been taking care of him. But everything is going the right direction, thanks God. VBit was actually introduced to me by my friends Luz Dupas, and Mercy last year. I didn't have any idea what VBit was all about when it was first introduced to me, but I signed up for a bronze package anyway, but did nothing except, for just signing up, just not to say no to my friends. So basically, I did nothing for several months until I was invited to one of the meetings hosted by Don and you here in Scottsdale, Arizona. But to be honest, the reason why I went there was to just mingle and eat. But I ended up, I had the most questions, which were satisfactorily answered by you guys. So that same day or same night, I upgraded myself to platinum package and eventually was persuaded to upgrade further to a diamond package that night. I signed up my whole family and I started sharing it to my colleagues, my friends at work, and even acquaintances. So to this date, between my husband, me, and my business, my LLC, I own a couple of black diamond package, 2 diamonds, a platinum, and a couple of bronze. Nothing is impossible, if we believe and do something about what we like doing. We don't need to know much to know or to do the business, to be successful in it. When I started losing sleep over it, I know that this is really something good. So I did not waste time despite my hectic schedule. I started sharing the business, and it's not really hard to share the business. I believe that it's better to earn as we learn and enjoy life. So actually, Hugh Benjamin encouraged me a lot lately. He is such a very good presenter and very good leader. So I like his idea of being a human copy machine. I like that. So I started doing that, and I started getting people to sign up. So nothing is really impossible with VBit. And I call the money that I'm earning with VBit as fun money because it just comes. I don't even know where it's coming from, but, I'm happy that I have them. So, if you have the means to upgrade your package, do it. Bring your family, your friends, your colleagues, your acquaintances, and let's all learn as we learn. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Well, thank you all that. I know I can't wait to see you up in Canada again. Were you with us last time, Odette?
Yes, I was with you guys.
Yes, I know. I can't wait to see you again, and of course to Arizona as well. All right. I'm so glad that you are. There's actually, when we met back in Arizona, I know you have that competitiveness in you. Whenever I see you, you always You're always trying to do more, and always trying to learn, and I see that. And there you are right here, #1. That's awesome.
Well, thank you for believing in me.
Awesome. All right, thank you. All right, our next category, of course, our regional leader. #1 in that space is Cliff. Cliff, can you raise your hand, Cliff? All right, Cliff. Hey, Cliff, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
All right, yes. I know you've been working hard, Cliff. You know, we've been on the phone almost every day,
Right.
as well. And I know you're working like, I don't know how many hours you're working. And you've been talking to your team, and also helping a huge team in Australia and New Zealand. So a lot of people that you're working with. So I'm glad. And I'm glad you are one of the top ones, of course. So you are the top regional leader. So congrats. And can you share with us your mindset and how you won this contest?
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate that. And I'm definitely honored and humbled to achieve this recognition. And clearly, it wouldn't have been possible without the contribution, the hard work, and commitment of so many wonderful and amazing members on my team. I'm talking about various leaders such as Jeff Perry, Sylvia Barter, John Fraser, Naima Garrison, Zael Bay, Salman Steely, Sonia Kalasong, Dowdy Marin, and I apologize if I missed any names, but there are quite a number of other incredible people on my team who've really been super, and in terms of being able to get me to this point. Again, it's their hard work and commitment, and I'm truly blessed to have them on my team and very fortunate. They're such an extraordinary group of individuals who are committed. And again, as Greg had mentioned earlier, they're not really friends, they're more than friends, they're family, as well as the entire VBit family. As I often mention, it certainly takes a village in that we're all working together to improve not only our own personal livelihood, but that of so many by creating financial opportunities. We're actually making dreams come true. And this is what really makes my involvement with VBit Technologies so gratifying and personal to me. And it doesn't seem that long ago when in May of 2018, Lori called me to share this incredible opportunity that we know as VBit. And I could hear from her voice at that time, her excitement when she briefly talked about the company, which was enough to more or less pique my interest. And when I inquired what it was about, her response was that it involved Bitcoin. Well, I did hear about it, but I really didn't quite grasp as to the full scope of VBit. I'm begging your pardon, Bitcoin. And in her typical Lori style, she strongly recommended that I meet with Don in the office to learn more about the company and opportunity. And Jen, if you remember, I did meet with you and Don at that time, as well as Jason. And I can still recall sitting in the conference room with Don, who presented the opportunity and shared his vision. And I listened attentively to what he had to say. Definitely, I was extremely impressed with his intelligence. And yes, he's a genius. I think everyone knows that. And definitely impressed by his integrity as well as his honesty. I was also equally impressed with his ability to articulate his plans and vision for the company and the future. And having a financial marketing background, I understood immediately that Don was onto something. I mean, something really huge. And at that point in time, I realized that I had to be a part of this company and be a part of this journey. Now, just a little over 2 years later, I'm forever grateful to Lori for her call. And again, my subsequent meeting with Don, you, and Jason. And VBit has actually changed my life and has afforded me an incredible opportunity for financial freedom by way of true passive income. What Don, you, and Jason have created is truly an amazing opportunity. I think everyone at VBit knows that. I've never seen a company that offers such a generous compensation and marketing plan and support as that we have with VBit. And each day gets better and better. It's amazing. We're definitely the right vehicle, led by, again, Don, you, Jason, Katie, and Gershom and Nixon, of course, your entire superb staff. And I can't thank each one of you, enough. I mean, you're doing so much for us, and we're truly grateful. Also, I want to acknowledge my gratitude to each of my team members for enabling me to reach this achievement. And again, I'm just trying to share with my group that we're all in this together. And I wish that all of them could be on this upcoming trip to Calgary. And I know one day they will. And of course, this was made possible by Don and company. And again, I'm just so blessed to be a part of this amazing journey. And in terms of mindset, that's really so important. That's really the heart of this whole success story for many of us. And it's really putting not us, but others in front of us. It's really what's important to them. And that's how we're able to share the opportunity. I think probably one of the most important facets of the mindset is actually listening and communication. You need to be able to listen to that individual you're talking to. You need to understand what makes that person tick. And if you're able to really focus on the needs of that individual, it's definitely an incredible way to win them over and share the opportunity and have them come on board. So I would say probably communication, listening, being able to be the advocate of what they want to do and how VBit can serve them, their family, their friends, both short-term and long-term. That's how I'm able to do it, listening to their needs, and also being able to train. Training is probably another important measure of how we're able to succeed in this business, because without proper training, they're going to be left as orphans. So you need to be able to, again, train them immediately as soon as they come on board and continue the follow-up process. Training never ends. Education never ends, and knowledge is power. And thank you.
All right, thank you, Cliff. I mean, those are great words, and you are a true leader, and you do it by action. You do it first. You know, you've been training your team. You've been training a huge team in Australia and New Zealand. Of course, you're training your team in Denver, all right, and training other teams as well. All right, so we appreciate that. We appreciate what you do, Cliff, and you keep it up. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right. And, you know, talking about the winning mindset, right? All these people that you see on this list over here, all the winners over here, most of them calls me a few times a week and ask me, oh, where am I? What do I need to get up there? What number do I need? All right. And Greg called me a couple of days ago. You know, he asking about Bonnie's numbers, and he wants to be number one. He said, you know, being number two is like being the number one loser. All right. So that's why he doesn't want to be number two. He wants to be number one. He does not want to be the number one loser. But in this contest, you're number two, you still win, even as a regional leader, right? So I think Hugh actually has his hand up. So I want Hugh to speak for a few minutes about the winner mindset, because he is number two, and he is the number one loser for the top 3 regional leaders. Hugh, can you hear me? Hey, Hugh?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you
Okay, cool. Awesome. So I'm the number one loser.
Yes, you are. So you're a number two, even though you're the number one loser as the top regional.
I think they had a head start on me, though. I'm not sure that this was fair, but.
I think he did have a few, maybe a week or so head start.
Yep.
All right. So can you share with us, well, you actually did win. So even though you're the number one loser, you still win the trip. So you still win.
Yeah, you know, I want to give it back, you know, to yourself and, you know, Don Vo. You guys have been like really accessible to me, like whenever I need something and call you guys. Clifford, in the beginning, I know I was signing up people so fast. I didn't even know how the comp plan worked myself. I'm just still learning it now. And also Lori Boko, and you know, I think I drove Lori nuts. She was just wondering if I ever sleep. She would get calls at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 7 a.m. And you know, I started this really part-time, and my advice for the people out there with the winning philosophy is you need to really just take everything that you know out of your head and clear your mind. You know, I try to lead by example, right? Like I don't tell my team to do anything that I wouldn't do. And I'm completely there to help my team lately, just because we've had so many people come onto the team. I mean, literally in the last 5 weeks, I just looked at my back office. I don't know if it's 357 or I don't know. It's getting up now towards 400, and every chance I can, I try to help my team. You know, I just had a couple of people call me before. They were activating some packages, and you know, it's so easy to just get on a Zoom. It only takes 1 or 2 minutes, and a lot of times it's something that's really simple. But for me, because I have a full-time business, I mean, I've been doing Zooms at 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning when my wife and my daughter are asleep, and those Zooms have been like some of the most rewarding meetings that I've done for my team, and I really just like seeing people win, you know, and that makes me happy when people on my team can get paid and I can help people get promoted. I know that if I help them win, then I win by default. I know that in the first couple weeks, I asked Jen to like send me a video because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just pure ignorance on fire. And, you know, I think everyone's interested in VBit until you open up your mouth, right? And then the choice is what you say or what you don't say. And I've just tried to keep it really simple and redirect people to a video for the video to do the work, and take myself out of the way. And then I've taught my team the same thing, is to just use the videos, use the tools, because when it really comes down to it, people, when they see you do this business, their question is, can I do what they're doing? Can I do what they're doing? And is it simple? And can I trust, you know, can I trust what these people are telling me? And it's really as simple as those 3 things. Today I did a live stream with somebody. There was somebody on my team, they just got started and they were kind of a little hesitant to get started. And I called them and they kind of had it like they had to do all the work in the company. Like they just got started. Like how could they possibly do the work if they just signed up like 5 minutes ago? And I said, well, what if what if you just did a live stream and we just talked about life and we just talked about what's happening in the world and the economy? And so we did a live stream on Facebook this afternoon, and we just really talked about life, and we didn't really give a whole lot of information about VBit. We talked about crypto, we talked about mining, we talked about how people need to change. And off of that live stream, you know, where we were really saying a whole lot of nothing and just talking about being a human and humanity and what it's like to be real and kind of like deal with the changing world right now. They have 4 or 5 people already lined up to be on a Zoom tomorrow with me, because I looked at it and I said, how can we make this simple? How can I help this person just keep it simple? And so the first thing I think is lead by example. The second thing is keep it really simple. And I think the third thing is just thinking bigger, like having a bigger vision. You know, like I have so many people calling me right now that are interested. When people tell me that everyone they talk to is not interested, I almost go into shock or confusion because I don't understand how that could be possible. Because everyone I talk to seems to be interested. But when you think about it, you're a magnet, right? Like everyone on this line is a magnet. You attract what you project. So if you think it's simple and you think it's fun and you think it makes sense, then the people that you talk to are going to think it's fun, simple, and that it makes sense. But if you have something in your mind about, oh, I don't know if people are interested because of COVID right now, and nobody's really wants to do anything because of COVID, then that's what you attract in other people. I think right now is the best time in history for VBit. And it's an amazing opportunity when I think about a money making machine or a machine that could grow money. I mean, I don't know, it just makes so much sense to me. And so that's where I come from with my philosophy. And you know, you just got to think bigger and push a little harder, talk to a few more people. I mean, copy and paste a few more links. I always try to squeeze in, you know, in between my calls with my company. Like right now, we've been really busy. We have a lot of people. We're working on a lot of websites. We're helping people with their marketing. We're doing a lot of stuff for a lot of people. So I just kind of squeeze this in between the cracks. And I think if you have a really elevated, high vibrational mindset, then you attract high vibrational people to your business. And for the last thing, I'm just so grateful for my team. You know, my team is like probably more of a reward than the money. When I have people that I can help them see success and help them be in a better situation, then the money is like secondary. You know, I know that we're going to change a lot of lives. We're changing a lot of lives everywhere. You know, I have people that I was talking to yesterday in Saipan and Thailand, and we have a big meeting coming up with people in Nigeria. It's magical to be able to like create some magic for somebody else and be almost like a lifeline where you can actually inspire other people to think a little bit bigger, right? To do something that's going to impact them and their family and put them in a better situation. So that's all I have really to say. I'm so grateful for you guys creating a company that's just so simple, and it's just it just makes sense. So thank you again, and thanks for all your support and help. I know I probably bug you guys, 10, 15 times a day, and you're probably like thinking I'm on something. It's just enthusiasm. That's it.
Right. So. And 12 o'clock midnight.
12 a.m. Last night I was doing a call 1:30 to 2:30 a.m. And then I was like, well, I'm up. I should text a few more people, send a few more links. I went to bed at 4 a.m. I woke up at 6:30, 7 a.m., went to my office, worked my business, and then I squeezed a bunch of Zooms in between my day. And right before this, I was copying and pasting some of the people on my team that are signing up, like new personal enrollments. And I told someone yesterday, I go, listen, I don't want you to be mad at me if I make 7 figures in this company and I never told you. So I'm just trying to help you. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. It's your choice.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, thank you, Hugh. You've been doing, congratulations. And yes, you've been doing a great job training your team and training everybody in the company as well. All right.
And thanks, Lourdes, for thanking me. And I'm glad that I inspired you. I want to see everybody win.
Yep. So. That's awesome. All right. And what I love about you and Greg, you always want to be number one. All right. We're talking about that winning mentality again, that winning mindset. And that's how you make it on the board. Even if you're not number one, you still will make it on the board, and you guys will get to go, and you guys will get the rewards. All right, Hugh. All right. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Our next person, of course, our top recruiter, which is actually probably the toughest one to win because there's only one winner. All right, we're only picking one top recruiters, and Zay with 39. That is a crazy number, a crazy good number, Zay. All right. So Zay, if you can raise your hand for me, Zay. Let's see if you're here. All right. Zay, are you here? Can you raise your hand? I don't know if I can find you. All right. We'll come back to you if we see you. Of course, our last but not least, all right, winner is our one and only Fred Bogle. All right, the almost, is it better half of Lori, or just as good half as Lori? All right. So of course he's always been there. He's helping the company a lot, and as a national leader, his team hit 714,000 volume in just 2 months. Fred, can you raise your hand? Hey, Fred. Can you? Okay, I see Lori raise your hand. All right. Okay. Lori, can you unmute yourself, or Fred?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Fred.
Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So Fred, your team, your national team is the #1 team in the company in the last 2 months. Okay, with over 700,000 in value. And this is just your national, not including your other national. Does not include Lori's, because Lori has her own national team. And of course, Mercy has her own national team. This is just your national team. All right. So congratulations. That is a great achievement. So can you share with us your winning mindset, your winning mentality to get those numbers and become #1 national leader?
Thank you, Mr. Jin Gao. First and foremost, I want to praise the Lord. Thank the Lord for giving me this opportunity to pursue this business with VBit. Our winning mentality, my wife and I, we always believe in hard work. Success to us is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. And in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, it says that all hard work brings profit. And as you will see, all the top leaders in our group, Lourdes, Clifford, you, Lori, of course, my wife, Philip, and Zayel Bay, these guys are really, really hard-working individuals. They really don't say enough how hard they work. I know, Mr. Yu Benjamin, I have to give you a shout out. You wear out my wife when you do all these conferences all over the world after midnight. I just got retired from my job 2 weeks ago. I don't want to take the thunder away. My success is owed to my wife. She just outworks everybody. That is really our secret to success. Hard work. And without her, I don't think this group would be where it is now without her hard work. She's like you. You never sleeps. My wife also never sleeps sometimes. And I'm hoping to meet everybody in Calgary. I've been out of the picture for the past 2 years. I told my wife I will hold the fort while she's traveling around the world and building our business. And she promised me that she would retire me in 2 years. And true to her words, I just resigned 2 weeks ago. I fired my employer, and everybody asked me at work, why are you quitting? My response was, why not? Thanks to VBit, it's made it happen. We have a lot of visionary owners in Mr. Jin Gao and Mr. Dan Vo, our CEO, and Mr. Jason Wong. They are really visionary with good characters. They do things not to harm us, but to prosper us with our business. And we thank you. Can't say thank you enough. And I want to shout out to all the veterans out there. I'm a veteran myself. I want to shout out to you, Benjamin, and his ex-Marine, Mr. Greg Youngers. Thank you for the shout out earlier. I enjoy you. You are an inspiration to talk to. That I will agree with Mr. Gershom, of course, another veteran, Mr. Jin Gao, and Mr. West, the husband of Mercy. Just want to say, shout out to all the veterans. If there are other veterans out there that I forgot to mention, I apologize. Again, thank you for giving me the floor, Mr. Jin Gao. Our formula for success is hard work, 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Thank you. Hold on, my wife Lori wants to say something.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that Z is he was in the wrong training. He was on Nixon. He's here now. You can call him Z.
Okay. Say that again, Lori.
Zay was in the wrong training. He was with Nixon. He's now in the right training. You can unmute him, and he the way he can speak.
Okay. Did he? I see. Did he raise his hand? Let's see. Yeah. Did he? Can he raise his hand? Zay, can you raise your hand, please? Okay. Oh, I see it. All right, there you are. Hi, Zay?
Yes, good evening. I apologize. I was in the wrong Zoom.
Good evening. So I guess you've been working so hard and so focused on getting recruits that you went into the wrong meeting.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So congratulations, you are the winner of the only one spot. All right, and I want to go to Canada, so I'm looking forward to go to Calgary with you. All right. So share with us. Tonight we're just talking about sharing about what's the winning mindset, the winning mentality. So
Well,
can you share with us your winning mentality to win this contest and your journey with VBit so far?
well, first off, I want to say thank you for the opportunity. When it came to me for the third time, VBit Technologies through brother Francis, there was no doubt that this was a financial vehicle that had unlimited potential. And because I'm already a business-minded individual and working to become a better one, I try to put my mind in the mind of the owner of this company. This man already made $15 million. Well, millions of dollars at 15. And what would be your reasoning to galvanize more people when you've already, quote unquote, made it? And the only thing I could come up with was philanthropy and legacy. And ultimately, this is the same path that I'm on. I think the owner is a brilliant man, absolutely brilliant. And the opportunity itself it's a no-brainer for anyone who can truly see where we're headed and the power of passive residual income. I've never been in anything as powerful as this. So it was a no-brainer once I was able to really see the potential of it. And I haven't even done anything yet. Really, I have not. I was just able to get a few people to listen to me and move forward. But I told Laurie, who's really instrumental in my development in this business, that I'm going to be the highest member in this opportunity within a year. And I already made out a plan to do it. I know how to do it. So I'm grateful and I'm honored to be a part of something as powerful and as dynamic as VBit.
All right. Thank you, Zay. All right. And I know you just work. I know you've been working with Nixon and working with other top leaders over here, and working every day at it. So I know you're gonna make it big and make it one. You are one of the top leaders now, and you're gonna be one of the top bigger leaders. Okay, like Lori, like Hugh, like Greg. All right. So glad to have you on board, Zay.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, wait 1 second, let me see. All right. So as you can hear, that the mindset of these winners, and first, yes, is the mindset, right? And then of course is the work ethics. Guys, is if you want to live an above average life, right? If you want average income, then yes, there is a work-life balance, right? We always talk about work-life balance, but if you want something more, right? What Zay was talking about, what Don wants, Don, we talked about it a lot. Why are we doing this? Besides, it's for our family. It's about leaving a legacy. What Zay was saying. It's about leaving here. When we leave here, we have something that will remain here for forever, right? And also leaving here and giving something better for our family, right? For our kids, right? That's what this business is about. Actually, this business, if you don't know, this business, if you once you build the business, it is transferable and it's movable and also is sellable. Okay, you can actually sell it anytime, your business. Right, and then you can will it if you build it big enough, and then later you pass away, you can yes, it goes to your ear. Right. So, you know, and Lauren and I, we will talk about this all the time, right? It's about leaving that legacy, right? And all these people that are making it successful, yes. And the people you guys are on right now, right? It is almost 9 o'clock and you're on the Zoom. And most of you have a full-time job. If you want to live an above average life, that's what you need to do. It's if you want a work balance, a work-life balance, then yes, you can just get a regular 9-to-5 job and you might have your work-life balance, right? But if you want to make multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, all right, have your kids go to college and don't have to worry a thing about paying your tuition, then this is what we have to do. This is the sacrifice that we have to do, right? We have to work hard, right? But not only working hard, but really enjoy working hard, about the reward. Working hard with that, you know, what he was talking about, when his team is winning, then that's the type of reward that he feels. You know, I've been doing real estate for a long time, and sometimes it's rewarding when I find that perfect house or a good house, good enough house, and then the buyers are happy. Yes, that's rewarding. But after 18 years of that, the last 2.5 years of doing VBit is so much more rewarding. You know, it doesn't feel like work. I'm here, I'm in the office every day almost, right? But I do have time to spend with my parents as well, and my family. But the rewards that I get in the last 2.5 years is a lot more than what I did in the last 18 years, right? I have people who tells me, I have affiliate members that come and talk to me, and they literally cry. They cry to me and say, what a great business it is, right? Now they're financially free. Now they fired their boss, right? We actually have a lot of people that retire from or fire from their job. They fire their boss, right? And doing this full time and really living the life that they really live. They want to, right? And prior to this, they were in all type of financial problems, financial issues, right? And now with this, a lot of them are financially free, and literally many of them cry to me when they talk to me. And then that is a lot more rewarding, guys. It's unbelievable. And I hope you guys will experience that. Once you guys have a big enough team and have those people, helping those people become financial independent, then you will have that, right? You'll see it. You'll feel what I feel, right? So with that, I know it's a little bit late, so I was gonna train you guys about the auto rebuy, but I'll save that for next time because I know it's a little bit late. So I just want to open up the floor for any questions for all the winners, all the leaders that spoke tonight, or myself or Gershom. While we do that, let's get the price of Bitcoin, right? Because I know we would all love to have $25 in Bitcoin, right? The price right now for Bitcoin. Gershom, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, the price, let me see. Let me put it in the chat group. Price I have is 10,680 and 32 cents.
10,680 and 32 cents.
I'll type it in, 10,680 and 32 cents.
Copy that.
All right, yes. So if you can find a winner for me, please. Okay, while we open up the floor. All right, guys, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands or type it in the chat. All right, questions or comments, or you want to congratulate anyone, please feel free to. All right, I have 2 people raise their hand. Give me 1 second. Let me see who raised their hands. Okay. Okay, Lori? Hey, Lori? Lori?
Yes, Jen. Hi.
Yes. You
I
want
just
to
want to say congratulations to all the winners, and looking forward to see you all in Calgary. Thank you guys for all your hard work. Congratulations to all the winners to Calgary.
All right. Thank you, Lori. I know you're going to be up there too, so I'm looking forward to see you and Fred up there.
Thank you.
All right. And we have Sylvia. Sylvia, go ahead. Unmute yourself, Sylvia.
Mute. Hello, 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 and
Hi, Sylvia.
congratulations. I am very happy to all the winners and congratulate. I wish I will be there, but I'm not the winner. So, but
You
maybe
will
I
feel
could help myself to get there without winning it.
Yes.
I am very proud to my upline, Cliff and Fred. Congratulations, and I'm very happy and thanks God for all the blessings.
All right. Oh, Sylvia, how's your family, by the way?
My family is recovering. If I don't post it this time, but this time I got hit with my son, my youngest son, our original member, Hero, got hit with COVID positive. But I keep it silent by Mrs. Katie to please pray for my family, and she did, and now he's doing better.
Good.
And to the other people also that knows about it, especially the Arizona team, Evelyn, she knows about what going on my family. I thank you her also, Evelyn. At Evelyn, thank you so much. Katie, thank you. Lori, thank you. And Cliff, thank you. And Gersham, thank you for encouragement. Thank you so much that we are now COVID-free in my family.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's nice to hear.
That's awesome. Yes, we were all praying for you, Sylvia. So that's good. I'm so glad
Thank
to
you
hear
so much.
that. All right. So actually, you brought up a good point. So if you don't win, how can you go, right? So you can pay for yourself, pay for the flight, and if you wanna stay in one of the rooms of one of your teammates, especially your teammates, if they offer you the room, then that's fine. But you just
actually, Mr. Vice Chairman, me and Clip already discussed that yesterday or early this morning.
Okay.
I said I will personally, Mrs. Our CEO, that I really love to go.
Okay.
But I know I got an offer last year, remember?
Yes.
To go there.
Yes.
But of some reason that my husband don't want to fly. Now I will say, stay home, I will fly. Yeah, and I told him, stay in platinum. I will go with couple diamond and couple black diamonds. And I think I achieved that. But this is me.
That's right.
That's
Good job,
awesome.
Sylvia.
I love it, Sylvia. All right. So for we will see how many spots we have. We're gonna have to wait a little bit to see. First of all, or the winners bring in their spouse. If they bring in their spouse, they just have to. The spouse just got to pay for the flight and food. And then we'll see how many people are going. And then we have spots. Then we'll offer out to our members for, of course, first come first serve, and also, of course, for top leaders or people with diamond and above. And we got to see how many spaces we have left, because we can't take too many people up there, obviously.
And please don't forget me.
We won't forget you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Jen.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
All right. Any other questions? Questions or comments from anybody? Let me see. I see a couple in the chat. Okay. Congratulations to all the winners. Great job. Okay. All right. I see no more questions. And all right. Okay, Gersham, who's the winner?
And the winner is Erlinda. Erlinda, congratulations.
Erlinda?
Yes.
Erlinda won?
Yes, she predicted the price would be $10,751, and the actual price is $10,680. So everyone pretty much predict over, but she was the closest one though.
Okay.
Of everybody.
All right. So congratulations, Erlinda. All right.
Also, Linda, drop your member ID in the chat, and I will send you $25 in Bitcoin.
All right. So congrats. Okay, Evelyn.
Yes, Mr. Jingao.
Hey, Evelyn.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I want to
who are you? Okay, you want to say a few words?
Yes, I would like to say something to Sylvia, to everybody that won today for the Calgary tour. Congratulations, everyone. And I want to acknowledge Sylvia. You are so bold of asking our leaders up there to go to Calgary. Good for you, Sylvia. Go, Sylvia, go. You're so bold. That was good. Thank you, Mr. Bingo. Thank you, Jen.
Okay, no problem, Evelyn. All right, Stanley. Stanley, where you at? I saw you raise your hand earlier.
Raise one more hand.
Yeah. Stanley, raise your hand one more time. All right. I guess he changed his mind. Okay. Any last words, Lori?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you all for for a great testimonial tonight, and again, congratulations to all of you. I can't thank enough all my members and everybody that really working hard. Especially this time of pandemic. You guys are showing a really true leadership, because we are doing much better even when it's not, there's no pandemic. So I am like I said, the true leaders always find solution when there's a problem. And if you're not a leader, then you're a problem creator. So congratulations, everyone, and looking forward to see you all in Calgary. Thank you, guys, for your hard.
Right. Thank you, Lori. I have one last question: is when is the trip scheduled? It depends on we're gonna find out when the borders open. So hopefully in October, November. That is what we're aiming for. Anything late October is going to be too cold, so we're gonna aim for mid-October to mid-November. That's the time frame. We don't know the exact date yet until we are for sure that the Canadian border is open and when our batch of miner is coming in to Calgary. All right. So we will let you know once we find out that two conditions. All right. Okay. I see no more questions. So thank you. And congratulations to all the winners and of course promotions. The people that got promoted. It was great that you guys speak, and I learned a lot. And this is what this is about. We share with each other how we achieve and how we can do more for each other. All right, guys. Hope you guys had a great time, and have a good night, everybody, and be safe.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.